Have you ever dreamed of a better life, one where you are successful, respected, and proud of who you've become? But for some reason, you keep delaying the first step. You say, tomorrow I will start. Tomorrow I will change. But tomorrow never comes. If you have ever felt ambitious, but lazy, then listen closely. This story might change how you see your life forever. Once, in a quiet village surrounded by green fields and soft winds, there lived a young farmer named Eron. He was strong, healthy, and his heart was full of dreams. He would often tell everyone, one day, I will be the richest farmer in this village. My fields will shine golden with crops, and people will come to me for advice. People admired his ambition. They believed he was born to achieve something great. But there was one problem. Eron loved dreams, but he hated effort. When the sun rose, other farmers were already working in their fields. Eron stayed in bed, telling himself he would start later. When villagers carried water, harvested crops, or worked under the hot sun, Eron sat in the shade, talking about his future success. He loved imagining success, but he refused to do the hard work that success demanded. One evening, Eron's uncle, a wise old farmer, came to visit. He walked past Eron's field and saw that it was empty, rich soil, but nothing growing. He looked at Eron and asked, My son, you talk about golden crops, but all I see is dry land. Why is your field still empty? Eron laughed and said, Don't worry, uncle. I will start tomorrow. Just wait and see. The old man sighed. He had heard this tomorrow too many times. He reached into his pocket and took out 2 small cloth bags. Inside them were seeds. He placed them in Eron's hand and said, These are not ordinary seeds. They are magic seeds. The first is the seed of ambition. If you plant it and care for it every day, it will grow into a strong tree that gives shade, fruit, and wealth. The second is the seed of laziness. If you plant it, it will grow quickly, but it will spread weeds all over your field and destroy everything else. Eron, both seeds are in your hands. Your future depends on which one you choose to feed. Eron looked at the seeds and thought, Of course I will plant the seed of ambition. I want success. But morning came, and he felt tired. I will do it tomorrow, he whispered again. Days passed. Then, out of boredom, he planted both seeds, thinking, Let's see what happens. I can take care of them later, and then he forgot about them. Weeks went by. He spent his days sleeping, gossiping, imagining his future success, but doing nothing to create it. One morning, he finally walked to his field. What he saw froze his heart. The laziness seed had grown fast. Thick weeds covered the soil. They wrapped around everything, choking the land. And the ambition seed? It was still there, but tiny, weak, almost dying, because it had received no water, no care, no love. His uncle came back and looked at the field. He said softly, Eron, this is your life. Ambition is like a small seed. It needs daily care, discipline, and hard work. Without effort, it dies. But laziness grows on its own, spreads, destroys, and takes over everything. Eron fell to his knees. He touched the weak ambition seed, and tears filled his eyes. For the first time in his life, he understood dreams are not enough. Only action keeps them alive. That night, Eron couldn't sleep. He thought about his wasted time, his empty promises, and the future he was losing. He whispered to himself, If I don't change now, laziness will own me forever. The next morning, before the sun rose, he woke up. For the first time, he didn't say tomorrow. He went to the field. He pulled out the weeds with his own hands. It was hard. His back hurt. His hands bled, but he kept going. Every single day, he watered the ambition seed, protected it from weeds and storms. Slowly, very slowly, a seed began to grow. Days turned into months, and months into years. The once empty field turned into a place of life. And Eron changed too. He was no longer the lazy dreamer, became known as the farmer who defeated his laziness and grew his ambition with his own hands. In the middle of his field stood a great tree, strong, tall, and full of fruit. A tree born from ambition and raised by action. People respected him, not because he dreamed, but because he acted. Dear listener, Eron's story is not just about farming. It is about life. It is about you and me. Inside every one of us, there are two seeds: ambition and laziness. Ambition gives us hope, purpose, and a future. But it only grows when we feed it with effort, discipline, and daily action. Laziness grows easily. It needs nothing. But it destroys everything: your dreams, your time, your future. So don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a lie we tell ourselves to feel safe. Start today. Water your ambition. Remove the weeds of laziness. Because the longer you wait, the more your dream will die. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to English Insight Tales, and share it with someone who dreams big but keeps waiting for tomorrow. Together we can choose ambition over laziness and grow the life we dream of.